Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football Show. I'm Olabanji.
And I'm Oladimeji.
Yeah. So, Dimeji, what do you think about Man U's current situation?
Uh, Pending the new, obviously after the sack of Ole, there's been a lot of ups and downs due to the performance. And I kindly feel that there's always been the midfield, sorting out the midfield options. That has always been Ole's issue, even from onset when he got the job. They've been low quality, will I say quality or numbers of talents within the midfield. We have Scott, Fred, Matic, aging Mata, a Lingard that wants to virtually leave due to playing time. So I feel if that department can be sorted out, then I feel we'll see a better, because I believe we have a very very well sound attack and a manageable defense, even though our captain is really not in the right form and right shape right now. But I believe that once the midfield is sorted out, in which Ranić is trying to put things in play, we'll get to push things up.
All right. So, for me, I feel we have issues from the top, from the management. I think that's where our issues start from. Because Solskjaer should have left before November international break. They should have taken, the decision since then. Let him go. I mean, I supported the appointment of Rangnick, but then so far I'm disappointed because with his experience, aside the tactical aspect of the game, his experience alone, he should know like his job for the first 1 to 2 months should be stabilize the team defensively. We concede too easily. Even he says it in his pressers after games that we make too many, defensive mistakes that we shouldn't be making as a top, club. So like his formation is not working, and it's obvious. Everybody knows that now that his formation is not working. He can't seem to get his attackers, like the goal scorers, the threats, the real threats. He can't seem to get them close to the goal. Every attacker is further away from the box. He just needs to get, he needs to change the formation, because our issue has not exactly been, personnel. We know we need a midfielder, we need a DM, but our issue has never been lack of players. Our issue has always been a tactical issue.
The squad has always been blown up
And a mental issue. And bringing him in, I believe he's a mental coach and also a very tactical coach. You can't play 4-4-2-2-2-2. It's not, you have to look at what you have on ground and use those players. Before you can now implement your style, they have to understand the basics of defending as a team, moving as a team. They should be able to keep the ball between themselves. We can't play 3 or 4 passes in our opponent's box, in our opponent's half rather. Before the third pass, it's already a loose pass. I mean, these are the things that he should have sorted out. For me, we had like 2 weeks that we had COVID and he had training sessions. Then he should have, tried. We should have been seeing the, impact now. That's what Tuchel did when he got there. He switched to a back 3 so that, they won't concede silly goals, and from there we'll build the attack. So if you are going to play that formation, your 2 center midfielders must be able to retain the ball and move the ball.
Yes,
at the same time. They have to understand when and how to press. The 2 number 10s, they don't understand the formation. They don't understand the system. I mean, going forward, I feel Rangnick needs to adapt. He should stop being stubborn. Just adapt, and from there, going forward, I feel things might get better. So I feel going forward, he needs to change the formation. I mean, the system is working, but it's not being deployed. I feel it's not being deployed in the right manner. To me, I feel he should switch to a 4-3-3. There's better stability in the middle. We can move ball better. Then they run their drills in the training sessions, and because he's an interim coach, he doesn't have his job is to stabilize the team whether he likes it or not. So for now, I think stability is the way forward. And yeah. So we're going to correspond with our analysts, J Boy. So J Boy, what do you think about Mayu's current situation?
Well, a funny situation, if you ask me. It's just like it reminds me of the Nigerian story. We're Nigerians. We know what's going on there. We have so much potential, but leadership is just crazy. Same with Man U. The hierarchy, as in the people making decisions in the boardroom, they are just incompetent. Let's just put it like that. They don't know what they are doing. They have to get more soccer people that are more that understand football more than because they are obviously making profit. So we know that the business guys are doing well. They obviously need more football people to get involved to move this club forward. If they were ruthless or had people competent making decisions, Social shouldn't have survived this summer. He should
Yeah,
have
100%.
been asked to leave. But it's part of the rots that come from up all the way down that was seen on the field. The players don't care. They know that regardless, the club is making money, regardless of what the way they play. They don't seem to care. Nobody is saying that the owner came to training ground to change for them. These guys are comfortable as far as I'm concerned. It's just the coaches that will suffer at the end of the day. Ragnick, well, the 4-2 is not actually helping, but I don't think it's the problem. I think the long term is the players, the mentality that has been allowed to settle in. You just have to hope we get the next coach right. Otherwise, long term, have to Man U fans have to be patient and wait for the day these guys sell the club to
Yeah,
feel
feel.
any success.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, moving on. Uh, Liverpool's key star players, majority of them will be joining the AFCON tournament. So, Banji, what do you feel about Liverpool's team moving forward now with Klopp?
Uh, Judging from their fixtures, I don't think that they're going to have any issue. 'Cause aside Arsenal that they are playing, I don't think they have any tough opposition they are playing. So they should be fine. They have Origi, they have Jota, Firmino is back, Chamberlain is back. I mean, unless City are dropping points or unless City will drop points, I don't see them winning. I don't see Liverpool winning the league again. So it's all about the fight for Champions League now. So I think they will be fine. They might not score as much, but they still have their defense. They have their midfielders, so they will be fine. They will be fine. I
Uh,
don't see them buying players in transfer windows. Also, yeah. So
yeah, I feel we kind of have a bit of issue because Salah is probably has scored like 80% of their goals this season. The second person that brings in the numbers is Mane, and it's probably going to be out. And there are rumors of Origi even saying he wants to leave this January. Although there are reports that Klopp has begged he should stay. So I kind of feel there will struggles in turnovers of goals. But pending wise, if they don't concede, I believe they will be okay since they have a stable defense.
yeah. All right, J boy, what do you think about Liverpool's situation currently?
Yeah, I fully agree with you, Banji. They don't really have tough fixtures. Even the Arsenal fixture is Carabao Cup. They have like really tough fixtures. We're going to say they have tough fixtures. Leicester, Crystal Palace. Those are the only people that I think they can disturb them. Of which the least they should be able to get in that draw in those matches are draws. But knowing Klopp is a very good coach, I'm sure we'll find a way. They'll be okay. And besides, I think first place is already gone. They are just fighting for who will be second and third now between Liverpool and Chelsea. And the fourth position is going to be actually going to be like the title race, let's put it like that, because every other position is up top is getting sorted out.
Yeah, yeah. I fully agree with you. Thank you.
And I also think they will actually sign a player in January, maybe a midfielder or a striker. I think they will get someone in January just to placate the fans. Otherwise, it look like gross incompetence if you allow two of your best players, including Keita. Keita too is also leaving for AFCON
No,
and you
but
don't replace
Keita has
them
not
with
been
anybody.
playing. Keita has not been playing that much.
Yeah, but it has also been like rotated in. Is an option.
So far, Fabinho stays fit. Their midfield should be okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, moving on.
Chelsea and Lukaku. Lukaku came up last week with a report from Fabio crying about Inter. A lot of reports begging Inter fans on how he left to Chelsea. And Chelsea has also been struggling with injuries. They've been trying to balance the team. Result has not been tending their way. So, what do you feel? What's your take on
Uh, I
Tuchel?
feel going forward, it's high time Tuchel switched his formation. I think he has a
He
lot
did
of
that against
talent.
Spurs.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of talent in the team. I mean, against Spurs, he tweaked the formation, but defensively they were still set up in a back three. But then he tweaked the formation. So while they were attacking, it was more of a 4-2-2, 4-4-2 rather. But he's getting there. I feel everything is Chelsea should be fine. Should be fine. ZH didn't go for AFCON, so
True.
they have all the talents they need. Aside the defensive injuries they have and some players not committing, Chelsea should be fine. You know, they are still in the race for top four. I feel they'll qualify. They'll be fine.
Ah, I kind of don't see them making top 4 1. Left to me, my own opinion. But it depends on how Tuchel creates the team for moving forward now. Because I don't see them scoring goals, major goals like the way they started the season. And I see them as a team. Probably if there's any banker out of the top 4, if United they will concede, I think I'll pick Chelsea in conceding at least an average of 2 goals a match. So, but let's see. But if Tuchel can turn up the boat and get the juice back the way they started the season, I hope so.
Yeah. So moving on, Arsenal and Spurs, they've their form from November has been frightening, especially Arsenal. What do you think? Do you think Arsenal and Spurs? What do you think about their UEFA Champions League qualification credentials?
Conte with Spurs. I feel I don't see Spurs qualify because they are on the verge of having one issue with Harry Kane back with the window opening this January. So I feel they will be having an issue with Kane back in the media because Kane's report going to City kind of messed up the beginning of their season early on. So with the windows back, I hope that doesn't happen. But I believe if it happens, they are going to have a little bit of media, and with that, the team gets disturbed. But I feel if they can struggle to turn up and ground out results, they are good. And as for Arsenal, Arsenal will always be Arsenal. As much as they are always a nearly team. They've been so for the last 4 seasons. Oh, it seems they've gotten the new young guys, and they are bringing grinding results. But I feel when it comes to getting the right result at the right time, they will always get the random. They are like the Robin Hood. They will get from the rich, give to the poor. That's always been their last issue. Abba is gone, even though he's not turning up. Abba has gone to the AFCONs. Pate has gone to the AFCONs. And Eleni has also gone to AFCON. So I feel if they don't get the midfielder at this window, this January transfer window, they'll kind of crumble back to their usual spots.
For me, I think Tottenham's situation is a little bit similar to Man U situation. I think they have a mental issue because even Conte himself admitted that they need to work harder than they've been working. I also feel Conte needs some players. At least I think they need to make about 2 signings this January. I think he needs a midfielder. He needs one more box to box midfielder because Skip them. Ndombele, they are not his type of players. He needs more tenacious midfielders. Then he probably needs one attacker or a defender. So I think they will be going to the market to get at least 1 or 2, signings. But altogether, I don't see them qualify for Champions League. I think they would qualify for Europa League. So that's that about Tottenham. About Arsenal, Arsenal have been impressive. They've been playing better as a team. They've been defending even way better than previous seasons. But them losing Partey is going to be very important going forward till AFCON ends. So unless they sign a midfielder, because Lokonga has not been it. Maitland-Niles is going to Roma if he has not left already. So like they are a little bit stretched thin in the midfield now. But hopefully they will go into market to get a midfielder, a deep midfielder, because they really do need one. I don't really see Arsenal qualifying for Champions League too, but that's the Man U fan in me talking. I mean, if I'm to choose between Arsenal and Tottenham based on current form, I think Arsenal would make it. But talking as a Man U fan, I hope both of them don't. So yeah, that's that. What do you think about City?
Pep.
Do you see them buying a striker now or buying the striker in December?
Pep has proven since the last few seasons that he really doesn't need a particular striker.
Yeah, maybe in the league. But
Yeah.
in the Champions League, it's obvious that they are lacking in that department.
Yes.
So do you see them? What do you think? Just
I think there was reports and a couple of days ago concerning Ireland. Although Barca, even though we don't yet know how Barca wants to operate, but I feel Pep. Although I know Pep won't just see a kind of player Ireland is. So, but I feel if they really want to get Ireland, it won't be this January transfer window. If that's their main target.
what about Kane?
As I said earlier on, with Spurs, Kane is an option, but I feel City is going to respect Levy's decision of not selling him in the last summer. So I don't think they are going to get, because I won't want to break sports fans at the middle of the season, leaving to his rival. They will forever hate him, I guess. So he won't want to do that. So I feel the Kane and the Ireland situation won't happen this January transfer window.
Yeah. So J-Boy, what do you think about Man City's situation currently? I mean, the title is theirs to lose now.
Sure.
But what do you think? Let's hear your opinion.
The Man City situation is just insane. As in, if you look at where they started from, with Sir Alex Ferguson calling them the noisy neighbors. Now, who seems like the noisy neighbor? Now you are past becoming the peeping toms, as in climbing over defense to check what is going on in Man City. I expect our leaders to do that. If not, I don't know what they are learning, because you have people showing you a good example of how to run a club in a proper way in the same city as you, and they're just incredible. Pep has come and done a very good job. The title is actually theirs to lose. I expect, like I said earlier, is the second, third, and fourth position that we are not yet sure of. Must have sealed the title already. Will they sign any players in January? I don't think so. I think they'll wait till summer and probably get Haaland. I think Kane's boat has already. The Kane boat has gone already, because he's 28 or he's 29.
29
right now. I'm going to be 30.
No, it's going to be
30. So they won't invest that kind of money Tottenham will expect on a 29-year-old. I think they'll go for Haaland, the younger striker. And that's if Haaland doesn't go to Spain. So I expect them to go for Haaland. And Vlahovic is going to be a second choice instead of
Vlahovic is going to Arsenal.
Kane. Vlahovic is not going to Arsenal.
What do you think about the top four? List your top four teams at the end of the season now.
I think it's going to be City, Liverpool, then Chelsea, and I'll go with Tottenham as fourth, because I know they will make signings this January, and the way the other contenders for fourth are doing, I think Conte is going to find the consistency. He's going to sign players that will fit his style, and he's going to find the consistency. To me, Arteta's Arsenal is just like Ole's Man U. They get a couple of good games and they'll fuck up. The fuck up just comes. It's a cycle with them. So Man U right now, I don't think Man U is going to. If we qualify for Conference League, I think we should be happy the way we're playing currently.
Yeah. Where are you keeping West Ham? West Ham are
Out of
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. Man U is going to conference, so West Ham is going to Europa.
West Ham is making the top 4. That's
No,
if
West Ham is not
they
making
get
top four.
a good fixture in their Europa League.
I don't think West Ham is going to make top 4.
They've probably beaten every top 4 teams, top 6 teams in the last 2
Yeah, that's their problem. They have issues with their own weight class. Let's put it that. They don't have the consistency. Right now, Tottenham, don't forget Tottenham have like a game in hand on everybody, or 2 games on every that top 4.
A game in hand doesn't mean 3 points.
Or 2 games. They are playing well, as in they are grinding out results, and they are not doing bad at all. They are doing very well. And as long as the implosion I expect to happen at Arsenal happens, I expect Tottenham to take this 4th position.
I think West Ham's issue is an issue of not having backups, especially in critical positions. 'Cause they don't have a backup for Antonio, They don't have backup for Rice and Suchek. Their backups for Rice and Suchek are not, they don't have the quality. So I think they should qualify for Europa League. So what do you think? Your top 4?
City have won the league because I don't see Pep losing much games again. Then with the AFCONs, with Salah, Mane, Liverpool, I think they'll miss like 2 or 3 or 4 games, depending on how far Salah and Mane goes in the AFCONs. But I feel they should do well with Firmino and Cole's back. So Liverpool 2nd, then I feel Chelsea 3rd, then United 4th. United is going to make the top 4, despite
hopefully. So my top 4 would be, City. 10 points. Although Liverpool do have a game in hand, and if Liverpool should win that game, it will be 8 points. Well, 8 points is too wide. It's too wide. So I'll go with City first. I'll go with Liverpool 2nd. I'll go with Chelsea 3rd, and keeping my fingers crossed, Man U 4th. So yeah. Then
the relegation battle.
I want Newcastle to relegate, so I'm going to put Newcastle on 18. I'll put Burnley, and which other club is there?
Watford should relegate also.
Yeah, I'll put Watford because of the way they treated Dennis and Ismail Assar. Yeah, I'll put Watford. Yeah, they can leave too. What do you think?
I feel Norwich is gone. Norwich.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Norwich.
There is no hope for Norwich because I don't see them putting 2 or 3 games victory together. So they are gone. Then I feel Newcastle. Then Burnley, between Burnley and Watford.
Then pick one.
I feel because of what Watford did, I feel I go with Watford because Burnley can garner results. Once they have the right people back.
Well, Burnley has been terrible.
Yes, they've been terrible, but I feel once they have the right, I think once Barnes and Co are back, I think they've resumed. Can reduce the COVID and the issues. Once they are back, they can garner at least even they can't get victories, they'll get draw. But I don't see Watford. Also, Norwich, Burnley, and Newcastle.
All right, J-Boy, what do you think?
Yeah, the relegation candidates, obviously, Norwich they're going to finish dead last. 19th is going to be Burnley, then 18th, Watford.
All right. So AFCON is starting tomorrow. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win?
I would say Algeria. I would expect them to reach the
win the
finals.
last one?
Yes, they won the last one. I expect them to reach the finals at the very least. They have so many talented players. Mahrez, Slimani, even Isa, the real better defender. Isa. Huh?
They have Benacer and Messi. So.
Yeah, they have Benacer from AC Milan.
I think
they have quality players all around. So I expect them to really challenge. Nigeria should actually challenge as well, but the incompetence from our leaders
And
also
leaving
spread to
15
our
billion to
our,
go to AFCON.
our football. So I expect us to fuck up somewhere.
Yeah, Dimeji, what do you think?
Me, I see this year should be Senegal's year. They have every necessary quality in every department, from the keeper to the defense to the midfield to the forward. They have every potential to carry it. Um, Algeria, yes, they just won the Arab Cup, so I feel they should be in the right frame and form to do it. So it's, but I'll go with Senegal because of the kind of way I have them at that.
I mean, I'm also going to go with Senegal. I'm hopeful the, their coach this time around has learnt his lesson, because previous competitions they've always had the players, but the tactical aspect of their game had always been lacking. So I will go with Senegal, but I think it's going to be a close contest. I think Morocco. We are leaving out Morocco. I think Morocco too is a strong contender. Although Ziyech isn't going, but they've been playing very well without Ziyech too. So I think, yeah. So I'll go with Senegal. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Subscribe, like, and share. It's going to be a weekly or bi-weekly show. So yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.